That's how you're gonna start it off, eh? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Eric of EMFC.
This is Matt from EMFC, and I'm finally back. It's been a long couple of weeks without the podcast.
It's been a
But I'm
long little
back.
journey, but he's back.
So you guys can hear my hot takes.
Oh my
Lovely.
god, he's back. We're back. We're cracked, and it's time for some chatting of wrestling again.
Love it.
We finally got an opportunity to both be free in the daytime to stream this podcast live. Again, if everyone's watching on YouTube, appreciate you guys stopping by. Derek, I was only available in the evening, so this time we have switched them over. Eventually, we'll all meet up together again, but in the meantime, it's me and Matt, EMFC, back together.
Yes, sir.
Ready to chat some wrestling? Let's recap the week. Because we're taking bum. All right, I guess we start with SmackDown this week. As I think we mentioned last week's podcast, SmackDown was pre-recorded, so the SmackDown from 2 weeks ago, they did it back to back practically. So the crowd was exactly the
In New
same.
York.
Yeah,
Or Brooklyn, I think.
something like that. Somewhere
Pretty sure it was
over
in
there.
Brooklyn.
Somewhere over there.
We've been there, of course.
It was still pretty
By
lit.
we, I mean me and Derek. Yeah, they were going off.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I can pull it up. That's usually what I do for the recap. My bad, guys.
Sir.
Let me put this down here. Let me put that on the side. I thought I
I
had
remember what
this
happened on
fixed.
SmackDown. There's a lot of Jay and Jimmy everywhere, so like everything
just
is
blends
kind of
together?
blurred together.
Yeah. So a couple
I don't know
things
if that was just me.
happened.
Oh my God, fantasy.
I know it's the fantasy, but we're
The
not there.
spoilers,
Demogotchis
though.
are back. Oh my god.
Oh,
WWE SmackDown. I kind of remember it for the most part, but let's probably jog our memories a little bit here. So yeah,
Cody Rhodes segment. He's like, "Oh, adrenaline in my soul." Gunther comes out.
no
He's
no
like,
segments. It was a match. It was a
no?
match. It was a match.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I
believe it started off with I think it was the women.
Let me get the rundown for you on the side, just so that because you know they're not going to
Put it in
have
order.
it proper.
I'll kind of summarize it. As Matt was discussing a little bit earlier, the Usos were all over every single show, Raw, SmackDown, every single week, trying to promote this Bloodline storyline.
Mhm.
They were trying
Yeah,
to
so-
convince. Sorry, yeah.
Sorry, it was in New York again.
Mhm.
Just reading real quick.
Okay. In the meantime, we have our Prime resub.
So the first segment was Liv Morgan complaining.
There it is.
Saying,
Stone Cold. Stone Cold. Stone Cold. For God's sake, Stone Cold was
Longer than
back.
my marriage. Oh my god,
Oh
Eric
my God.
Times Twitch. Who would have thought?
Not me. What?
Yeah, so it's just setting up Tiffy Time coming out and Nia Jax, which was good.
hmm
Other than the match, of course.
It kind of
And
like
then
promoted.
They went straight to a match. Tiffany Stratton
Mhm.
versus Liv.
It promoted their both titles. Try to make them both look important, big. That's when Tiffy came out and interfered, kind of thing, saying I can cash in on either of you. Still kind of teasing this heel turn, but then again it was a trash match after. Liv buried Tiffany Stratton pretty quickly. She's been losing a lot of matches, so I don't see a world title in her picture soon.
Mhm.
What was next?
And Kevin Owens was in his minivan on his iPhone 5 recording a video to
Yeah.
Randy Orton, which I skipped promptly, but I'm sure he was complaining about something.
Hey, Hades, appreciate you joining the chat, hyping it up. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. It's almost the weekend. If you have any plans, let me know. It's been a minute. Sorry, Matt.
Oh
continue.
yeah, there was just bear skips on this SmackDown. Now that I think of it, oh my god.
If not, we
And
can just
had the
summarize it here.
Street Profits versus Pretty
Oh
Deadly.
no, that's just
Skip,
that's it.
skip.
Yeah,
I
there's a-
seen the disco ball. I knew they were coming. Skip, bro.
There's a lot of filler. If we were just gonna summarize, because we have the pay per view, pretty much the most important things is they're kind of promoting both title matches. Gunther and Cody Rhodes
Cody.
match.
Yeah.
Randy Orton was involved. Ludwig Kaiser was involved. Kevin Owens interfered, trying to promote all those matches and push it a little bit towards the pay per view, of course, which was the next day technically. And then the Roman Reigns reunion with the Usos.
Yeah.
Jimmy and Jay are pretty much close now, and Roman said yeet. So he confirmed that they're all
Yeah.
family. They all put up the ones. Beautiful moment. And besides that, Io Sky won their Fatal 4-Way. She's been winning a lot of matches.
Yep.
I think it's because, as we mentioned with Rhea Ripley off stream being injured, she's the one kind of replacing her right now because she had a little dispute with Liv Morgan the last couple of weeks, but it was more so the tag team titles, not the main title. But now they had to push her towards there, so they won that Fatal 4-Way with everyone else who's competing for that tag team match.
On Raw, we'll see more of that, where the tag team women's division has kind of been thrown into the Raw women's championship scene, just because Raquel and Liv used to be a tag team. So
which I like
they're
it.
kind of playing off of that. Yeah,
I like it a lot. I was telling Seba too. I'm like, wow, they're promoting the women's tag team titles more than the men's titles seems as of late. And honestly, they're all legit tag teams from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Like, it's actually a lot of fun. I'm having fun watching all these rivalries, and they're intertwining, right? As you said, former tag teams, newer tag teams, and just all the stories are mixing. So it's good.
It's good because Liv did have her title reign a little bit before, but most of her rivalries were built in the tag division, and she did that with Rhea and Raquel.
That's true.
But also tag team match, we had Naomi and Bailey versus Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. R.I.P. Indy Hartwell, not a part of WWE anymore. Thanks for recording, and then now you're gone. I got confused with Candice because I always made fun of the other girl because she looked like Candice. So
Tegan
it
Knox?
kind of worked out. Yeah, Tegan Knox got also let go. That's a little bit in the sheets for you, but I don't even know if we're going to touch on it, so we might as well do it now.
No, we should discuss it after because that happened during the week. I don't think we mentioned it last week's podcast where there's a lot of firing, so we'll mention that a bit later. On to the pay-per-view main show, the Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel. Again, we talked about this earlier. Sorry, it's a little bit of a non-canon event, so a lot of the matches were pretty predictable. I'm not gonna lie.
Seba keeps saying that every time I was putting it up. He's like, non-canon, especially the Roman loss. He's like, non-canon, non-canon.
Oh no, that's canon. Everything else, non-canon.
There's a lot of things where, like, I guess, like, finally they're starting to push towards making a lot of the stories on Crown Jewel legit instead of just like throwaway matches. Again, there was two. There was the title versus title to earn just the generic Crown Jewel title.
AKA the ring, because they said on Raw that they've locked the championship.
Cody was like, I can't get it.
And then he's holding the belt, and it's like the size of his chest.
I know. And then the guy, look, if you've seen the picture right here, the Prince, King, whoever that guy is, he's helping him hold the title up because he's like, I can't. And then when he was holding both titles, he's like, that's funny.
Good old Crown Jewel, I guess. We only have another 3 years of this shit, and then Triple H is gonna nice that quick.
Well, I mean, they make a lot of money, and they're giving a lot of money, so you know.
Of course,
they
that's
have
what
their
you
own.
do to brainwash people. You just give money, you know.
They have their Hall of Fame over there, so it makes sense.
Yeah, they also had the World Cup, and look how that worked out.
Wasn't that Qatar? Close enough.
They're all brainwashing. They're all sport washing. So,
but yes, the pay-per-view, as we discussed before last week, 7 matches this time. I think this is the most since WrestleMania that Triple H has put on a card. He really jam-packed. We did do our predictions last week. Unfortunately, Matthew couldn't have given his predictions last week. He was a little busy. But as we predicted, pretty much the first match was the Bloodline. Again, kind of a throwaway. It was cool to see the families together. I was discussing with Seba earlier, and I think you guys in the chat, Jey Uso finally has an aura to him. He has this like single superstar appearance. He has his own pop. Like the pop was probably the loudest in the arena. The crowd was chanting his theme song. It was absolutely cracked. Him beside Roman, like it just looks like two individuals now, which is crazy how 1 year can make the difference. Jimmy was injured, so he has some way to go because he entered with Roman, both on SmackDown, I believe, and the pay-per-view. So that needs some work with him. But it was a solid match.
Out. I think that Jimmy being on Roman's side at least gives that a little bit instead of having to bring Paul Heyman back, because that'd be the only other option they have really to be on Roman's side. But he's gonna come back eventually. I don't know what the hell is gonna happen, but I know Triple H has got a nice, good old kink to throw into the story again. You know.
I know.
But no, the Jey Uso reaction was insane. I think he should be fighting Gunther for the title, but
that's what I said, Seba. That's what I told Seba. I'm like, yo, he's
after that,
he's over.
You send him to the moon. But again, I think Gunther's gonna retain his next title shot. So maybe they're gonna build Jay up a little bit longer.
We'll leave that
And
for the grains of salt because I have a grain of
yeah,
salt of that too.
okay. And then he's gonna be stuck in this bloodline feud until after November. So
That was also my grain of
might
salt.
as,
But yeah, but continue.
my bad.
Isn't all of
So
it? Isn't all of it?
anyways, yeah, like you said, the match was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a typical bloodline match because it was a 6-man tag match basically.
And it's 4v3 practically though.
Yeah. It was funny that Tama Tonga is off off the team, or sorry, Tonga Loa, because he's Loa. You know what I'm saying? But he's still there. He's doing his thing. But yeah, it was just typical bum bum in the corner. Jacob Fatu jump bang, boing boing flip.
There was some
S-
storytelling in there though because
mhm.
Roman kept doing the
Yeah,
like tag
yeah,
me in,
yeah.
like he's the boss or whatever, and Jay was refusing, so they had a lot of miscommunication, a lot of mismatch.
Signaled.
The fourth man interfered, and at the end, Solo was just like, because
Just absolutely thumbing him.
in Crown Jewel, he doesn't do one thumb, he just in there, he's just like just knifing someone, bro. It's hilarious. He did the same thing with John Cena last year, which now he's defeated John Cena and Roman Reigns all in Crown Jewels. He's the Crown Jewel Undertaker, and that was the end. Oh no, it wasn't the end. Sami Zayn came out, and everyone was
Sami Zayn
like,
came out.
"Oh my god!"
Sami Zayn.
And then Sammy turned on Solo. He by accident attacked Roman, so they're gonna continue that story a little further. But
Yeah,
honestly,
accident.
solid match.
We'll see. We'll see. Because
Mhm.
Solo's like, Sammy, come on, we talked. We talked, Sammy. And then he hit Roman with this fucking kick. So
Solid but short match. Sorry, because
yeah.
like as we discussed, 7 matches on this pay per view. So I feel like they really shrunk all the matches. Usually we count multipliers for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever it is. In this case, this match was 16 minutes. It was only over like for fantasy over times 2, but in reality, like, yeah, very short match.
But I think Triple H knows that this is just a prequel to the War Games match. So
Mm-hmm.
don't give everything out, for free in a what's it called, a non-canon event.
So it was like
uh
Survivor Series.
yeah, but it was a good match. Again, this could all be done on a SmackDown or a Raw, but we have to go to Saudi Arabia, so
Mm-hmm.
Triple H probably just like go out there and do something.
Mm-hmm.
But the Bloodline won, like you said. Good old Solo Sikoa, he's taking it all. He pinned Roman clean ish,
For
so
the most part,
that's
it's pretty clean.
interesting.
Yeah. Roman's like an 85 overall now. This is all his matches.
What else? Okay,
So that was that match. Yeah.
Joe Testosterone interviews Gunter. I didn't even see that part.
I didn't even see that part either.
Anyways, I skipped all that. Next we had the tag team women's fatal 4-way match for the belts. Didn't
Also
watch
solid.
that. Already knew what was gonna happen.
Solid match. It was pretty cool to showcase all the superstars again. Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. They all individually got their turns. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven are hilarious.
They're really good.
Because everyone was doing flippies. So then when it was it was Chelsea Green's turn. She was scared. She went to the top rope. Then she went down to the second rope, and she's like, then she went to the first rope, and then she went to the ring apron, and then she just only attacked Piper Niven. And Piper Niven a little bit later did the same thing where like she was gonna do like her little bonsai drop, and then they rolled out of the way, and then Chelsea Green gets squished. It was crazy. It was funny, but yeah, it was a solid match because everyone got showcased. A lot of fun. Again, they teased some stories in there, but again, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill won. Big, strong. We love to get those points. Next.
Next we got the on-site match. Unfortunately, Bronson Reed didn't come out on top because they got to keep Seth good, even though he could take a loss. Whatever, it's not my business. Straight to smoke on the apron, on the entranceway ramp, and they got straight to smoke. Tsunamis through tables, super stomps.
Yeah, they're just spamming the finishers. Honestly, I was just like skipping through the entire match. It was mostly Bronson dominating, and then after finisher.
Yeah, it's a typical Seth match. He's gets shit on the whole match, and then he hits one stomp, and he wins. So
this time he hit 20 though. He actually cut open Bronson Reed. I think it was the steel steps, and then he had like a cut over his eye. But when like the match finished, he was like dripping across his face. It was a lot. But yeah, solid match overall. Like it's just.
I think the feud is gonna continue. I like it,
Yeah.
but I hope Bronson Reed actually gets a win on him. But
yeah, because
it's
they
Seth.
They were teasing that Bronson Reed, he needed to win this match to be considered a main event player because he doesn't want to be mid card. He wants to compete for world titles. So honestly, I believe Seth is going to put him over next, and it's going to be a solid choice because he's built like a superstar, and it's good.
Yeah, Bronson Reed's really good. I fucks with him.
I know.
Heavy, as they say.
Because like a couple of months ago, we were talking trash always about him, but now he's actually, ever since his Braun Strowman feud, it pushed him over the edge.
Straight over.
Yeah, put him over.
But yeah, Seth, please put somebody over for once. Goddamn. Next match is Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan. Crazy match, I'm not gonna lie. Basically it's normal match going on, and then of course Tiffy time runs out with the briefcase, and then all hell breaks loose. It looks like Tiffy's gonna cash in and make it a triple threat. But then I'm pretty sure Raquel comes and attacks her.
And Dom,
and then Dom basically move for move. What was it for? Was it when Damien was trying to cash in? He did the same maneuver basically to distract the ref, and then Liv hit the Oblivion on Nia.
Hit it with a briefcase, and then the Oblivion after.
Briefcase, Oblivion, Who Oblivions, I'm pretty sure. And she won. RIP for my fantasy team. But whatever.
It was a 9-minute match. Like I said, these matches were a lot shorter than expected. So, yeah, it just cut
a lot of tomfoolery going on. But I don't know. I thought that Nia Jax would have won this, and maybe they would have did something else with Tiffy. But I guess this makes sense.
They teased a little bit like, should I cash in on this girl? Should I cash in on this girl? Like, it's just, it was just continuing the story, really. And then the next one was that the Kevin Owens and Randy Orton match, I believe. Yeah. This one, me and Derek both discussed it, and if you guys want to check our socials, we have posted our predictions from last week. We thought this match was going to be DQ, so both of them would just do a no contest. But the match, I guess, pretty much was the same thing. It didn't even start. They just started attacking each other on site. They fought in the crowd, as you guys see in the picture here. Kevin Owens jumped from something tall, as he always does. Smashes through Randy Orton. They're both injured. That's the end of their little spat for the night. Next.
The only thing I was going to say is that Kevin Owens wasn't wearing shorts. He's wearing like tights, and I've never seen that before. I don't think. So.
Yeah, I think usually if he does wear tights, if he does wear tights, he puts like shorts on top, or he wears blue jeans. But like,
I don't know if he forgot the shorts at the airport, but he was just wearing tights, and I was like, that looks odd. But anyways, he's a heel now. He can do what he wants. United States triple threat match again was very short, but it was a banger.
That was pretty good.
There's a lot of combo maneuvers,
athletics.
Andrade.
Yeah.
Athletic and then maneuvers. Of course LA Knight botching again. He really is needs to get a new maneuver because his jumping onto the rope thing is not
doesn't work out.
He slid. He's done this twice now and slid off the ropes. Again, it's extremely hard, but he like sacked himself on the rope. He was supposed to both of the. Did you watch the match or no?
I watched a little bit when it was live, and then I skipped over during counting points because
it wasn't. So basically, Andrade and Mello were at the top and they're fighting top turnbuckle, and then like from out of picture, LA Knight just runs in, but he like slipped and like sacked himself on the rope.
That's funny. That's why you kept mentioning they were botching a lot.
Yeah, and then Michael Cole was like, "Oh, it's very humid in here, so the ring ropes are slippery."
That's a good save. That's a good save. That's experience. That's years of experience.
So again, I think LA Knight should just get rid of that maneuver because I've seen him botch it a couple times.
Yeah, I've seen it a lot too.
Also, don't want him to hurt himself because that's like a very extremely crazy move that you don't need to do every match.
Splitting your ball sack? He's crazy.
No, like if you slip backwards, you're just gonna bust your head on the turnbuckles. So, but I'm not a wrestler, so it better to be. But
I also think that Carmelo Hayes and Andrade just have so much chemistry because they've been fighting each other so many times now that like they were so fluent. And LA Knight, yeah, he's a part of the feud, but like he hasn't been in competitive action with them as often. So
I think LA Knight needs another competitor, and
think someone to rival him.
Carmelo and Andrade could be tag partners like the Bar, and we'll get a pop in. All right,
that'd be pretty cool actually. That's a solid decision. Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do from here, but LA Knight picks up the win after hitting a. What happened? Mello jumped off the. I think he was trying to do a nothing but net onto Andrade, but LA Knight caught him and BFT'd him
Yeah,
like out
yeah.
of midair,
Hmm.
and that was it. Oh, here we go. Hayes cuts off Andrade, but Andrade stops him. Knight leaps to the top rope, slips, crouching himself on the top rope.
It's already stated,
But
word for
yeah,
word.
Andrade and Hayes have been hitting like bear destroyers and inverted Spanish flies. So let them keep wrestling. Get a TLC match. Fuck it.
That'd be pretty cool. And then that leads to the last match. So the last match is
I didn't
the
watch it.
champion
You're gonna
versus
have to take.
champion.
Yeah.
It was Gunther versus Cody Rhodes. They've been promoting it for weeks, and I've been liking it because Gunther was like, I have nothing really bad to say to you this time because like you're an actual good wrestler. The only thing that he started saying that there was negatives about him is that Gunther doesn't go to every show. He doesn't go to every promo, presenting himself and stuff because he's a wrestler. He trains to wrestle, and when he goes to wrestle, that's the only time you'll see him. Opposed to Cody Rhodes, where he says, "I'm doing the John Cena schedule. I want to kiss babies, sign autographs. I need to do to every press conference or whatever."
Yeah.
So it's two different ideals, two different champions. Gunther says, "You're my secondary champion." And yeah, the match was very solid, just wrestling back and forth, back and forth. They both hit all their finishers. Cody Rhodes with a couple Cody cutters and crossroads. Gunther keeps kicking out. Again, they're supposed to be both 99 overall strong, kicking out of finishers because they're both the world champions, right? Gunther did a lot of sleeper holds. Cody escapes all these submissions. It was back and forth. You don't know who's going to win, which was cool. It was amazing. That's why Cody Rhodes at the end went for the super cutter, and Gunther catches him into a sleeper hold, and it was sick. But then Cody flips himself backwards, so it's like his neck is hanging, and he pins
Yeah.
his shoulders 1, 2, 3, and it was a quick pin. That was it.
Oh my.
So it was a clean victory to keep both of them strong, but just Cody Rhodes was the better technical wrestler because he had him in the final finisher, but then he just flips himself backwards 1, 2, 3. They're saying it's reminiscent of Bret the Hitman Hart doing it to Roddy Piper. So it was a legendary moment. It was solid. It was really cool. It was a quick finish that was shocking. Everyone was shocked. Gunther actually looked at him. They looked at each other, shook hands like men. And that's when they brought Liv Morgan out. They brought all the princes and the kings and all them people come out, and they give him the big ass championship. They give him the rings, and that's the picture here. And that was it. That was the end of Crown Jewel. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it was good.
It was good for a filler pay per view. Yeah, it was pretty
Decent.
solid.
I don't know. I prefer the way we've been doing pay per views before, but again, I didn't watch it live. I feel like if I watched it live, the Roman finish would have been more shocking, and if I didn't know Cody won, I would have watched that match. So
It was an early pay per view as well, so like even
Yeah.
me, we were going Christmas tree shopping because we need a new Christmas tree. Then we just decided to go outside and eat dinner. So I had it on my phone sometimes, but we didn't really see all of it until the end. So,
it's all right. Finally, oh no, War Games might not be at the same time because it's in Vancouver, but
oh really? But it's gonna be an afternoon evening thing. It's not.
yeah, I
I think
don't
it's
think
gonna
it'll
be
be
between.
too bad.
If anything, it's gonna be 7 o'clock because to them that would be their what, 5 p.m. or something like that. It's not that bad. It's a Saturday.
Yeah,
They can
let me
do.
check.
They can do stuff. You know. I guess it could be here. Oh,
What is
WWE
this?
Network. Do not want to open that. Shows, premiere shows. When's Saturday night's main event? December.
Starts
Okay.
at 6:30 p.m.
So that'd be
on
7.
November 30th. Be there or you suck.
Be there, you suck.
And remember, last year, I don't know if you guys were talking about it or if I heard it in another podcast
This
or
guy came
video,
out last
but
year.
people were saying, no, don't bring that up. That the road to WrestleMania now used to start at the Royal Rumble, but people are saying War Games is the new one or
Introduction?
Survivor Series.
Mhm.
Yeah, where Triple H starts planning everything. Well, I mean, that was what came out in the news is that Triple H planned everything for WrestleMania like
It's in Survivor Series.
before Survivor Series or already knew what was going to happen. So everything from last year was already set in plan, other than maybe an injury here or there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm not gonna be surprised if we see The Rock come out and do something. Paulie might come back. Who
Or
knows?
maybe a rumored fifth member of the New Bloodline might come out as well.
Oh my God, Zilla.
Because if we're continuing that, that continues on Monday Night Raw.
Oh yeah, forgot about that show.
It starts.
Also very skippable.
It starts off. Again, it's in Saudi Arabia. It's still in Riyadh. It starts out with again Jimmy and Jay Usos coming out, Sami Zayn coming out, speaking
No,
to the crowd.
no, no, no. That's not how it started. No,
Is that how it
no,
started? Oh no, it's
no.
not. No,
Liv
no, no,
Morgan
no.
came out
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
and was like, I am the best women's champion.
Yeah, she's
I
getting.
love Dirty Dom.
She's getting really annoying. I won't lie. I won't lie. She.
And I have Raquel, and Raquel's there.
Raquel's just like.
Sunglasses down there. She's like, with sunglasses. I'm like, okay. And then, surprisingly, Jade's music hit, and I was like, oh. I was so ready. I was so ready. But yeah, I didn't even think of this, but they came out. Again, a lot of the wrestlers that were there were kind of already in Riyadh, so they had to use who was there. But they came out and they just started beefing, and Liv started pushing the backstabbing motive on the tag team champions.
Pushing the story, yeah.
Because Jade and Bianca are both the biggest, the fastest, the greatest, the toughest, the roughest SOBs on the women's roster. But Bianca was like, no, that's not how it works. And then for some reason, Adam Pearce ran down. He's like, hey, I'm bald. And he was like, we're not doing this here. And then
because they're saying it was unforgivable that they attacked Rhea Ripley, so they said that there will be a championship match. A number one contendership match so that she can have someone to fight. It's gonna be like a battle royale, so a little mini Royal Rumble on Raw with all the women that again were involved with the tag team division.
It's pretty sweet.
Liv Morgan said something behind their backs, and then that's when Bianca Belair just goes. Just absolutely slapped the hell out of her.
Tama was like, "Oh my God, rewind it! Why was that so loud?" I was like,
She also smacked the mic. She smacked both the mic and her. So, buddy, it was loud as hell.
Yeah.
It started the match. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm not saying because I was earning so many points, and I was. But again, promoting the tag teams, promoting these women individually, a lot of fun, really cool. And at the end, Io Sky is the woman who wins again. They kind of pushed the story because Raquel and Liv interfered with the tag team champions. They both got eliminated. They chased them around the arena. That's what got the youngings, the NXT proteges, Io Sky and Lyra Valkyria.
I don't understand how you have all of these women on your fucking roster, but we'll talk about.
You guys didn't pick them up.
Piss me off, bro.
It's because they weren't doing nothing. Lucky. They weren't doing anything when I picked them up. I just knew eventually they'd do something. But I got lucky because again, Rhea Ripley did get injured, so they had to do
Rhea too,
these matches.
So it doesn't matter. And Liv.
So
and on the damn roster apparently.
I knew.
The good thing about the match was that everybody in the match got their own spotlight. Usually this happens in the Battle Royal, but it also was, like Eric said, a mini Royal Rumble where they extended feuds. So like Ivy Nile took out Maxine, which is going to have the feud American Alpha versus whatever they're called, Chad Gable's old state thank you squad, Alpha Academy. That's it. Versus American Made. So that's going to be furthered, and then you have like the KFC Collective versus the Nightlife Girls and all that shit. and whatever else. But yeah, basically it was a good match. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with the tag team belts now, because Liv is now gonna be basically in 2 divisions. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's interesting, but I'm liking the mix and blend. Again, all storytelling has been fantastic. It was a great match. Is that what leads to the Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and
I think there was. No, hold on. No, the New Day had their interview backstage, and they're breaking up. They're breaking up. No, they're breaking up.
Yeah, they're arguing, but it got cut off.
Yeah,
by
then Miz got abducted.
By a scare, and then all the scary stuff came out. They're like boogly boogly, and then freaking Bo Dallas is in his ears like, "Hi, Miz."
I never wanted the Final Testament. I wanted you.
I wanted you.
And Miz is like.
They showed a little segment in the back where they I forgot that Bo Dallas and it was Michael McGillicuddy, which was the
And then
son
the
of
buzzer
Mr.
comes up
Perfect.
and he's like this. He's like this.
Where'd he go, guys? They just bag him. They bag it. They bag and tag him. You know. When he puts his headset on, we'll let him know again. That's a quick bag and tag, bro. You're gone.
It's looking like Eric on
He's
Black
actually
Ops
right there.
6, bro. They've got me. They've taken
They
me.
take it.
They've taken me.
As some people would say, Backshot 6, of course.
Yeah. The Wyatt sex, bro. What?
Oh my god. Anyways, he got abducted. He's like, oh my god. Poor Maurice has been missing him.
After that, then it's still not a segment, Eric. I don't know why you thought it was the only important segment.
It's the only one I remember.
Then we firmly skipped this because the Viking Raiders are in it. I don't care what they're called. I told you.
The
they
War
need to get
Raiders, the
serious,
experience.
but we're skipping them again, bro. I seen that. I'm like, damn. I really want to know what's happening with the New Day, but
Skip. I don't skip it too. I won't lie.
I can't. War Raiders won, so I assume something bad happened between the New Day.
Mhm.
I will be looking for their segments. If the War Raiders are included, I will not.
Mhm.
Then Sami Zayn comes out and he's like, "Hi, Riyadh," and then I didn't understand what he said.
They spoke in their language, and then afterwards,
His language.
Jimmy and Jey Uso came out. They all got to chat for a little bit to say pretty much that Sami Zayn is Sami Uso. They're actually family, and then they kind of made up there, which is pretty cool. They said they brought back together a lot of memories. It's a lot of fun, and I thought it was a fun segment. So yeah,
But they were also asking if Sammy kicked him on purpose,
Mhm.
and Jimmy and Jay swapped. Now Jimmy doesn't like Sammy, and Jay does.
And he's
which
like, I'm
is
not
the
on
reverse of
trial.
what
I'm not
happened.
doing another trial again. But it's like, I have your back, so whatever. We're family. So I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll hear more about it on SmackDown. Hopefully, Roman asks him why the hell he was talking to Solo. We'll
Mhm.
see.
I think it'd be
I don't
cool.
know.
Be more points for us. That's all I gotta say.
Exactly. Yep.
Mhm.
Then Seth Rollins was wearing a balloon on his chest, talking to Jackie Redmond. Then we had another skippable match. It was Chad Gable versus Dragon Lee. Don't know when that happened. Firm skip.
To promote Dragon
Absolute
Lee, like the last couple of weeks, is insane. All the matches he's winning. So.
Firm skip.
Mm-hmm.
LWO stands tall. Don't know how that happened. Then Gunther and Ludwig were talking. Didn't listen to this at all.
They had almost like a breakup kind of segment because he was like, Ludwig was saying how lucky Cody Rhodes was to beat Gunther, and Gunther's like, no, shut up. He's like, he's a solid competitor. He's a solid wrestler. He beat me fair and square in this ring, and I got to give him his props. He's like, I have to do better, and you have to do better because you're supposed to take care of Sheamus, and look at where we're at now.
Crazy.
And then he walked away, and then things like, you know, he's probably gonna be in catering like Vinci.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where the fuck's Vinci at, bro? Thought he was supposed to be the Italian stallion now or something.
They tried with him. He's trash.
Anyways, the main event, which looked like a banger, didn't watch it, but I wish I did. Didn't have time. It was Damian Priest who said that he was gonna have Gunther after Crown Jewel. Dirty Dom, who
beat Damian Priest. He beat Damian Priest last week with the help of Judgment Day.
Yeah, to be in the number one contenders match. Sheamus, who beat Ludwig. I don't know if that was an actual number one contenders, but it makes sense. Sheamus is kind of just a big name to throw in there. And then Seth technically beat Bronson Reed to be in this match.
As I told you, Bronson Reed wanted to be in the main event. They pushed Seth Rollins there. Solid match. It's pretty much what you would expect. Everyone hitting their finishers, hitting their moves. Everyone got a turn. It was a lot of fun. Bronson Reed came in, interfered, attacked everybody, doing his tsunamis. After he destroyed Seth, he walked away. He still had the cut above his forehead, but just like dried out pretty much. And Damian Priest still took advantage and beat Dominic Mysterio. He's the number one contender. Gunther came out, as you guys see in the picture. They're having their rematch. Probably going to be in Survivor Series, most likely.
Tsunami is my favorite move now. Just sorry.
It's funny. No, it's hilarious. It's a hilarious
like
move.
He doesn't even get on the top
He's
rope.
like,
He just jumps over it. Yeah, exactly. Anyways,
it's funny.
We're not talking about NXT, but I see a spoiler here already. I was gonna watch it on the side, but
I
guess Rhino showed up. That's crazy.
Yeah, NXT was solid. If we're just gonna do it like overall summary, it was cool because it was in the ECW arena. They're pretty much promoting it as ECW, so a bunch of ECW originals came through. It was a lot of fun. They kind of mixed in future superstars coming in.
That's
I guess
Devon, bro.
the men
Hit the
and women.
tables.
Yeah, the Dudleys were there. RVD was there, but they were already promoted for before. Nunzio, he's helping out the North American Italian dude. I forgot what it was. The little mafia gang. Yeah, it was solid overall. It was a lot of fun. I played Black Ops afterwards, so I didn't see the rest. But it was fun. It was cool. On the AEW side, because we were competing live, I know a lot of people said like, why would they watch AEW now, especially if they brought a bunch of VCW originals? The only solid matches that I know was that finally the Hurt Business came out all as a group. I just only saw their entrance and that was it. And it was, I'm trying to remember their names already. It was Malachi Black versus Adam Cole, and they were having their match. The most important thing about that was that Aleister Black pretty much kind of said goodbye because he's like, hit me with your finisher. And then he took the L and he put him over. And at the end of the match, they hugged each other. So I think that was Malachi Black's, or Aleister Black, whatever you want to call him. That is his last match in AEW. He's not going to be re-signing with Tony Khan, which would be a huge loss. I know there's a thing that Cody Rhodes said that wrestlers need to work out. It's like we have a presentation to show. So he's not saying like you should be like, you shouldn't be big, you shouldn't be skinny or whatever. He was just more say like you should wrestle. You should work out to have a strong appearance.
Zeke.
I know that people were saying that shots towards Adam Cole. And then after watching that match, I agree with Cody Rhodes. Next.
Oh my God, Eric likes some beefy, bro. He likes some big, meaty men.
I understand he was injured, but like, it was a difference between Aleister Black and him, so that's all I gotta put out there.
First off, Adam Cole is our fellow Twitch man. Of course, we love Chugs.
Of course.
Go check out his Twitch channel. He loves playing Mario Kart, and he loves talking like Stone Toad, and we love that.
Stone Toad.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah. If Malachi Black decides to join WWE, I have no idea what they're gonna do with him because they already have the Final Testament, which is basically him. They already have Damian Priest, which is basically him. What is he gonna do? The only reason he's there is because his wife's there. So
that's true.
And then again, that's the Final Testament, bro. You got what's his name and his wife.
Or he joins the tag team with.
I'm sure he's pretty good, but like.
I was gonna say LWO, but you know, whatever.
Oh,
adjacent, you know. But yeah, that's the week of wrestling. Did you want to go into grain of salt?
Sure.
Or the sheets? Which one? I guess sheets first.
Let's go to the grain of salt. I gotta research the sheets real quick.
Okay. Put this on the.
Excuse me.
All the way to the top. I didn't see anything.
Keep saying it. I take it with a grain of salt.
Which is good. Now we can do his segment because we could say whatever we want.
Welcome to the segment of the salt. No Derek though. You do have Eric and you have Matt. There's a couple of things that we wanted to discuss. A couple opinions. So I think one before I forget it is the whole Jey Uso situation. So he's over to the moon. We discussed that. He's currently again refused with the bloodline. He lost his Intercontinental title. Now, leading to the road to WrestleMania, I think finally when they finish that little feud with all of them and they go singular with The Rock, because I'm assuming The Rock is going to interfere in Survivor Series, pushing the Roman storyline there. Maybe Jimmy versus Solo, if that's how they move forward or whatever, right? I believe Jay will come back to Raw. He will be his individual person again. I would put him as a favorite to win the Royal Rumble. I think this is the perfect time to put him on the rocket, push him to the moon, and face Gunther at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. Get it going. That is my grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. The other option, which is also going to be a grain of salt, is The Rock wins the Royal Rumble. That's how they push Cody Rhodes versus The Rock versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. I think that'd be very cool. It'd be a lot of fun.
But
yeah,
I have 2 forks for you.
Okay.
1 fork.
Okay.
Is CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Because he ruins everything. I
highly doubt it, but
and he needs a WrestleMania moment.
Oh, I forgot about that too.
Yeah. And 2, Ronald Cena needs to have a match at WrestleMania. His final WrestleMania. He needs to win a belt, and I don't want it to be the US belt.
I'll give you a couple, all right? So continue with the Jey Uso thing. If he doesn't win the Royal Rumble, he's like, I need to win the world title. I need to compete. I need to fight. And that's what leads to Elimination Chamber. The winner of Elimination Chamber faces the world champion. Gunther will be the world champion then. That's probably the match that we have to retire Goldberg. I think that's the match they have there. And then when Jey Uso wins, it's going to be like the Kofi Kingston moment. He's going to finally face Gunther. That's when he gets his moment at WrestleMania. John Cena, in that instance, has not won the Intercontinental title. I think he faces Braun Breaker. I think either he puts Braun Breaker over or he buries Braun Breaker so he can finally win Grand Slam title or whatever.
It's probably Braun Breaker will get one up on him, and then John Cena will Cena up, all right?
Yeah,
because he's lost so many times.
But I think that's what happens at WrestleMania
with him. But yeah, that's sick.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm just gonna do some research if you want to continue.
Because then that starts off the whole I had to defend against everybody till he loses the title, and I think his last match in the year will be the 17th title, and he'll just probably drop the title or something. Yep. So I think those are my grains of salt when it comes to those little storylines. Though John Cena fighting for the title would be pretty cool, the world title again.
Sorry, I'm just taking in. So you said Goldberg is gonna return at the Elimination Chamber?
He's going to fight him and retire in an Elimination Chamber.
Well, guess what? If the Elimination Chamber is in Toronto, Goldberg made his return match in Toronto Survivor Series and lasted 27 seconds against Brock Lesnar. Sorry, a minute and 24 seconds.
He beat him, though.
He did beat him. So if he wants to retire, again, in a great state of Toronto, then that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great. We need to start predicting stuff like that more because... Again, there's been no talk of John Cena since he broke our hearts at Money in the Bank. And
Also
they really
Toronto.
need to start... also Toronto. Everything good happens here. I mean, in Hamilton. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that sounds solid. Jey Uso, I could see him getting his WrestleMania moment. But also, my grain of salt was going to be, do you think the Usos are the greatest tag team of all time?
Oh my god, I still think that is the Hardys.
Really?
Because they won the amount of championships, the moments, they made TLC the way it is. Individually, they did fantastic. Together, they did fantastic. Again, Jimmy's still not his own person, so you can't really say.
But do you think when it's all said and done, Jey Uso is going to become a single star?
The other thing, the Hardys also traveled amongst the entire world. They've won tag team titles everywhere. I still believe they're the greatest tag team of all time.
Oh my god. I was just thinking that the Usos are just...
Edge and Christian also have done more, too. They won a crazy
but
amount of titles.
Both those guys are both like 70 years old now, so the Usos still got some time. Also, Vince was like shitting on them at the start. They're like the Paint Brothers.
The Paint Brothers.
Super Mario Paint Brothers. Because they wear the shorts and they're like... Anyways, we'll see. I was just thinking that while I was watching. I was like, damn, these guys are sick. And, like, I mean, Edge doesn't keep it PG, like your boy Xavier Woods or whatever.
Say the New Day also have a claim, but I still believe the Hardys are the greatest tag team of all time.
Whew. It's a crazy one.
Okay.
Anyways,
what other grains you got?
I think that's the... I mean, the other grain that we had to talk about was Zilla Fatu showing up.
I thought that was probably in the sheets.
Both. We can transfer over.
Okay. Well, let's switch it out.
Yeah.
Let's get lost in the sheets.
Dirty.
There it is. We're in the sheets.
I'm
Matt's
back.
Matt's dirty as sheets, where he nuts up and shuts up. You know what I'm saying?
Always. You gotta nut up and shut up. First bit of news. Jake Hager says that Tony Khan's a communist.
Jesus. Okay. Whatever that
If you
means.
remember, he's a proud American boy, right? He puts his hand on his chest, and if you guys don't know, that's Jack Swagger, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, there's some rumors about WWE Backlash, but I don't really want to go into them because I'm scared. The only other news that we have that was shocking is that AEW star makes a return from the shelf in New Japan.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
He comes out and he cleans up. He had a backstage fight with somebody.
Okay, the cleaner. Maybe I'll actually watch
Cleaner,
AEW.
Kenny
for once,
Omega
but-
is back. The only reason that AEW is still a company.
I know.
Good Canadian boy.
Fantastic. Good Winnipeg boy.
Also about AEW, the Young Bucks are taking a hiatus.
Oh, thank God.
Sure. Rhea Ripley's out indefinitely. I don't know if you guys talked about her.
Yep. No. Because of her injury on her face, yeah.
There was some firings.
Yes, that's probably the big one. that we did not discuss was there's 3 firings that happened. It wasn't firing more per se, more so like they didn't renew their contracts. The 3 people that were stated, and it was random because one of them were fighting on SmackDown again, pre-taped, and that was I was gonna say Candice LeRae. Jesus Christ, Indy Hartwell.
Tegan Knox.
Tegan Knox is like Candice LeRae's little twin, but apparently for Tegan Knox, she's injured. Like her knees are like ruined, so like there's no point in keeping her. And Baron Corbin was a very last minute release.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Because she decided they didn't have anything to do with him, and like he's been a part of like many feuds. I always make fun of Derek and be like, yo, you should release this guy. This guy's trash. He's always had like those little fillers and stuff, but yeah, I guess his time was up. Someone said that it should be in NXT, but I don't know. I don't know what you have to say about that.
He's just there.
He's just mid. I don't know.
I'd rather have Elias back, but whatever.
He's also mid, but you know.
I know, but he's not as mid. At least he had the guitar shtick. All Baron Corbin did was shave his head and have a sick finisher.
Do you
like the deepest 6?
I was gonna ask you 2 questions, but one, I saw online people were saying that Happy Corbin and Bum-Ass Corbin are probably like one of the best characters of WWE's history. I think there's overhyping. I always feel that people when people get released, they're like, oh my god, they're such a fantastic wrestler. Then why didn't you buy the merch? Then why didn't you pay and watch them? Why didn't you push them? Why didn't you cheer
because he wasn't on TV.
Yeah, okay.
I'd rather have Dolph Ziggler back, bro.
There's a reason why they weren't on TV. It's because they're trash, bro. You guys are like, oh, boo the bloodline, why they're there again? And then they're the ones standing up. They're like, oh my god, I love the bloodline. Oh my god. They're the one paying tickets. Derek. Yeah.
Good. I can't wait for him to rewatch this and hear the bum ass Corbin trashing that we're doing.
Of course.
He's just mid, bro. Like,
he's just trash, bro. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Like, what is he supposed to do? He's not. You're not gonna build him up again because they already tried.
You think he can beat U.S. champion LA Knight? No, he's like one of the hottest things in wrestling. Is he gonna beat young Braun Breaker? Hell no, bro. You think he's gonna beat Gunther for the world title? You think he's gonna beat Cody Rhodes for the WWE title? You think he can carry a company? No.
He could be a tag team star, but like, who's his tag team partner? Apollo?
He was doing Apollo for a little bit, but I'm like,
what connection do they have?
You're gonna beat the freaking Motor City machine guns, bro? You think they're gonna beat the Tongan brothers? No, dude, they're trash. They're gone.
Oh, don't forget about I was gonna say the New Day.
The Disco Stars, bro. Street Profits.
No, bro. The fucking Judgment Day.
Oh no, I was thinking SmackDown because they're on SmackDown. But if you're Raw, like there's just so many tag champions now. It doesn't make any. It doesn't make any sense.
Austin Theory's lucky that he's young, bro, because he might have been the same thing. Like failed cash in, all this.
We missed that segment on SmackDown. Motor City Machine Guns were like, yeah, we won all the tag team gold around the world and stuff. And then they're supposed to have a firm rubbing on SmackDown, as they would say. So
I'm happy that they're back. They're a good tag team, so I think that they should be pushed, just like DIY. But Triple H loves DIY, and the Street Profits also. But that was another thing I seen, that Montez was not happy with the start and stop of the Street Profits. Again, make him a solo double champ, and you'll be fine.
They were solid. They were fun. They were great. Yeah. They had their moments. They try to throw them into Bobby Lashley's stable, and that seemed like it was cool, but then they didn't do anything with it, and then they dropped him.
And then Bobby Lashley was on the way out, so
like
I don't think
he
was putting his effort in.
Honestly, I think it just ruined the Street Profits at that point because they were hot when they were tag team together. They were trying to put him over the edge, but then they had that feud with Karrion Kross. It just ruined everything. I don't know. Anyways, anything else in the sheets?
Yeah, I was just looking at a thumbnail. It's Tiffany Stratton with both women's belts because she double pins them for the title.
Jesus.
At Crown Jewel. Yeah, we have Zilla, but we have other news before that.
Okay.
So I know I've been sending clips, and I think some people have been seeing, but JBL is teasing his big comeback, and he's saying that it's gonna be bigger than the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
So JBL's been going to all these indie promotions and just closelining the fuck out of everyone. So I'm excited to see what he does. Even though I didn't like him back when he was on commentary because he basically bullied Mauro Ranallo out of a job. But maybe he's smartened up. I don't think so, but we'll see.
Yeah, she's always been JBL.
Yeah.
Was that the only one?
No. And then we have to talk about Zilla, of course.
Mhm.
The are the other brother of the Usos, or who's he brothers with?
No, he's the cousins. He's direct cousins of Jacob Fatu and the Usos, and
Oh
he
yeah.
is the son of Umaga.
My God,
Mm-hmm,
bro.
It's huge. It's been the major news this week. Everyone is expecting him to debut on this event WWE is doing now. Like it's almost like Tough Enough. I still believe he'd probably be the one to interfere in Survivor Series. And now it just brought me back to another point for the grain of salt. If you want to take it with a grain of salt, I think Jacob Fatu is going to be the last person in the cage. So then when he comes out, they're like, and they're all waiting for him in the ring, and he does the whole prayer. But then he turns around to the Titatron. If ya smell, bro. But it could also be Zilla Fatu. It could be those two, and then they interfere. But something's going to happen, bro. Something big's going to happen, I feel. It'd be sick, though. And The Rock comes in, just buries everyone. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Umaga. You said he was kids of Umaga, right?
He's the son of Umaga, yeah. Zilla Fatu.
Yeah, he's not even on the list, bro, in the bloodline tree. It's a lie.
Is he not? That's funny.
I made the most up to date. Okay, here we go. This was a year ago. What the? That's not up to date. Oh my God, this is like 1,000 FPS. Oh my God. I can't. What the fuck is that?
Oh my God, like, can we spin the wheel? I don't even know who's going to lose. If Derek loses, we get to spin the wheel. Now I'm thinking of it.
Yokozuna, Roman Reigns, Rikishi. Okay, here we go. Solo, Jeremiah Fatu, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Naomi.
Mhm.
Bro, they're not even here, fam. He's not even on the. You're a liar.
The
right?
direct
I don't believe
cousins,
it.
bro.
He's not.
They're direct cousin. He's
Who's
Umaga's son.
Zilla related to? Umaga has acknowledged Roman Reigns as tribal chief.
So Rikishi and Umaga are brothers.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, they're direct cousins. And then
Okay.
the other brother, they're the ones of the father of Jacob Fatu. So they're all direct cousins.
Oh, they're twins too?
Who? Zilla?
Joshua and Jonathan Fatu.
Isn't that the Usos?
Oh, I guess. I'm so confused.
Just a big.
Ah!
It's a really big family tree. They're gonna make it soon. Tis
I'm
all.
so confused.
Should we go into fantasy then?
Yes. My head hurts, bro. Absolutely about to get cleaned off the tree, bro, when this guy gets here. I'm so sorry.
All right.
Okay.
As you say, we
Alright, I'm
boost
back.
to 50cc. Oh my God, Mario Kart, 150%. I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat some lunch again.
Oh,
This is a wrong time that we usually stream. But we will be here. I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, but we will be there too. I'm free the entire day now.
I have to go eat dinner with my mother, but other than that, I'm free all
Black
night.
Ops 6 and the gym. Confirmed.
Sounds good.
Till then,
I'm
we're
hyped.
here on the fantasy, guys. Matt has been dominating. He's been winning a lot of weeks. I've been trying to come back here in the mid-table. Derek, with a bunch of L's, tried to come back, but took an L last week. Matt has 14 points. I have 10 points. Derek has 5 points. I'll show you guys
scared.
quickly the rules here. Let me pop this up real quick.
Pop it.
Pop it. Oops, that's the wrong one. Sorry, guys. These are the rules. As you guys see, we have a total of 12 superstars, 2 main eventers, 1 mid-card, 1 women's, 1 woman / mid-carder, 1 tag team spot, only 2 champions per team. These are the point system. Because we did a pay-per-view week, they will be a little bit different. So pinfalls would be 10 points, segments, which is appearances, 5 points, signatures, 5 points, submission, 20, promos, 10, and the pay-per-view boost is based off of how long the matches are. So times 2 is 15 minutes, times 3 is above anything 25 minutes.
Lovely.
We are back to our wildcard rules because it's not longer a pay-per-view week anymore. So if the loser earns the wild card, first place gets 3 points, second gets 1 point. And these are the wild cards for the bum of the week. All right.
Bro, when are we adding the AEW? You have to watch AEW and have an AEW superstar.
Jesus Christ. It's disgusting. All right. It's Derek's Raw booty first. He did count his points. Gunther had a good outing, but he did lose the match. Kevin Owens didn't fight, so like he just only did a couple appearances. Bronson Reed did lose a lot. Well, he lost his matches, appeared a couple times. Tiffy Time barely did much. She did lose 2. Carmelo lost 2. The War Raiders won, but again, it wasn't that much.
This guy
of a
really
difference.
had Sami Zayn on his bench, bro. What are you doing, Derek, bro?
Apparently, he
Give me
has
your-
Bailey. I don't know who
know
he
who
thinks
he's
he's talking
got.
about, but like unknown, I guess. Sheamus, he had on his bench. Bellend. Candice LeRae fought Bellend. Braun
Doesn't even
Breaker has
work for the
disappeared.
company anymore, bro. Get her out of here.
Jesus Christ. For a total of 133 points. I'm just pretty sure Derek he drafts his favorites, but he doesn't draft wrestlers that actually wrestle weekly. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. He's missing out on a couple things. I mean, Gunther was
He
a good
just like
solid
seeing the
choice.
wild card every week, right? I don't know.
Brings on to me. You guys are going to see just a bunch of colors. What these colors explain is that all my wrestlers, every single one of them appeared on Raw, SmackDown, and the pay-per-view. They all had multipliers. They all won. Seth Rollins won. Cody Rhodes won. Dirty Dom didn't win, but he loves his ting, so he shows up a lot. Io Sky won both matches on Raw and SmackDown. Jimmy Uso just appeared, so he didn't do much. He's trash. Bianca Belair appeared Raw, SmackDown. They won all their matches for a freaking astounding total of 454 points.
Jesus Christ.
If I chose my bench, Randy Orton appeared. He had his match. Damian Priest won his match. CM Punk's a bum. I'm going to remove him. Don't worry. Rhea is broken. Lyra Valkyria was there. I have the Tongans as well. The Tongans, they did their thing too. Yeah. That's it. Matt, your turn.
All right. So I think I'm on the downswing now. Finn Balor, nothing. He just stands there. One
Did he
day
show
he'll
up?
do something. Yeah, on Raw.
Did he?
In the walk-in.
I may have skipped. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
like the walk-in segment.
And he didn't even appear the rest of the night.
No.
So that's probably pre-recorded. Their
Probably,
walk-ins
I
probably
don't-
pre-recorded,
what-
yeah.
Maybe I don't know what's
Because
happening.
Carlito wasn't there or anything. That's weird.
Roman Reigns did his thing, but
Mhm.
he got pins. But luckily, I have the other person, so that cancels out. Did not add it to my list because I don't like being negative. But he hit 3 Superman punches, and I think maybe hit a spear. Jey Uso did nothing. He just stood there during the match. He did the spitty on my hand slap
A
like
lot.
8 times.
And super
But,
kicks.
and super kicks, but that's been nerfed. Nia Jax was doing great until she lost. Luckily, it wasn't a ×2 or anything. Andrade also had a match. He did something. He had a promo on SmackDown, pre-recorded, of course. And then yeah, Solo and what?
I think these two are the ones who ended up doing the most here. Because yeah, they had their match. I believe Jacob Fatu hit a moonsault. He hit some special maneuvers. Solo, as we were talking about before, Solo did the spiky, and he was the one who pinned Roman.
He
So
only did 2 spikes, unfortunately.
I think they did the most effort for a
For a
total.
total of 170 something.
And then Matt has chosen to remove the fusion reactors to pick up Becky. So because they need
Nia.
a tag team, technically it would be Naomi and Bailey as a tag team, which I guess I can we can change it afterwards. And then but now they're stuck there. They're gonna be stuck. Thank God Naomi and Thing are gonna be stuck there. Becky's gonna be there. I don't know why you want to choose Becky. Pretty sure she's retired, but a total of
I've seen a
177
spoiler,
points.
so I'll switch her out if I don't need her.
177
it's-
points.
It's gonna be Io Sky. I thought that Becky would have came back in the battle royale to.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So I won the week by a landslide. Derek and you were more closer, but again, Derek takes the bum of the week. So we're gonna do
Spin
plus
the wheel.
+0 for him,
Spin the wheel.
+3 for me, and +1 for Matt. So Matt stays consistent with his points. I don't think he's lost a single week. That's Mr. Consistent right there. So he has a total
stay
of
up.
15 points. I earned
God,
3.
he's so
So I have a
close.
total of 13 points. The 2-time champion. He's coming back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming back. Derek
We're
once
ending
again.
the season at Survivor Series.
No,
just to let you know.
no.
I need my championship.
no.
I need the cup.
No, we're gonna
need to be
because
WCW champ.
now they introduced main event Saturday's not main event. It's gonna happen there, and then we'll take a break because Christmas always happens. We'll stop the podcast for a little bit.
We're gonna
We'll
have
come
to
back in January.
Figure out how this Netflix
Strong.
thing's gonna happen.
Come back on
With no
strong in January.
commercials. Of course.
Oh no, they'll do commercials, I think.
Oh, okay.
So Derek gets to spin the wheel. Unfortunately, Derek is not here, so we'll spin the wheel for him. It's not like he chooses either way. It just happens, right? Let me just grab my championship real quick.
Nope. I should have just got myself one.
Because we're back.
Son of a bitch.
We're back. Back to back weeks. We're getting consistent points, ladies and gentlemen. Derek is going to spin the wheel again. We shuffle 1, 2, 3, and here we go.
Yeah.
Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
L.
Oh no! Oh, he got it. Okay, an extra play spot. He was this close to getting no wild card at all, and I think he would just absolutely quit. But he gets an extra play spot, which means instead of having how many people do we have? 5 people, 5 groupings or whatever. He can have a 6th one, which is absolutely insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can have a 7th. So we will remove this because now it's getting confusing with the dates. Let's not remove this, please. A little lower. Okay, just wants to glitch. That's cool too.
Lower.
Oh my, not higher, lower, bro. Who's the last person in here? Oh my god.
I think
It's
it's
just
me.
not gonna work. Was it you or was it me? Oh, it's you. Okay, I just got to go slow. Gotta go slow. There it is. It just like decides to skip everybody. I'll just delete me for now. Delete you. Donga higher. Donga lower. All right. November 6th and 13th. Derek will have a bonus grid. I don't even know how to put this. Insert row below.
I think so. If not, I would say just...
There it is. I got it.
Oh,
Wild card bonus. So Derek can decide who he's going to put in for his bonus. Because honestly, Gunther's probably going to show up next week to, confront Damian Priest. Kevin Owens is probably do something on SmackDown. Bronson Reed's going to tsunami somebody. Tiffy Time, Carmelo, War Raiders. And he can choose anybody from here. You can choose Sami Zayn because he's going to be prominent. Braun Breaker possibly. This guy still thinks he's Bailey. I don't know. I'm just gonna put unknown. He's a bellend. Unknown. Kind of like the Pokemon. Unknown. He'll figure it out. You can put New Day. You can have 2 tag teams there. I don't know. He just needs to figure it out, all right? He needs to get in there. On my side for Monday Night Raw, I think I'm going to remove Seth Rollins this time for Damian Priest because now they're going to push Damian Priest a little bit more because he's going to compete for the title. Spanish choke. Just reminded me of something. The Coke Slam. That's got to be cocaine. I think he's going to be doing the... I don't even think he's going to do anything. I think he might just do the Razor's Edge or something. He doesn't do much. Cody Rhodes stays. I think Io Sky's going to be promoted a little bit. Surprisingly, we remove these 2. I'm going to give the Tongans a chance. I don't even know what they do. I think they just do and crawl. Samoan drops.
Did you see when he did the slide on his knees backwards while doing it in the ring?
No.
Bro, you gotta rewatch the match at Crown Jewel. He was in there, he was like on his knees, and then he like pushed himself back towards the corner. And he's like,
Jade, Bianca, they're the champions. I think I'm gonna remove CM Punk finally. I just don't know who I'm gonna choose specifically yet. I'll think about it today and just put it today or whatever. It's probably not gonna be someone serious. I just need someone in the mid card. I was thinking something along the lines of like Dragon Lee because he's been being pushed a lot. Just someone random, someone I could put in there. Because I don't think Dirty Dom is going to be doing that much this week, so it might just be a waste of time. I guess I'll think about it. I'll think about it quick. And then you.
Do I still have him?
What are you gonna end up doing? Are you sure you're gonna remove Bailey and stuff, right? Bailey, Naomi, I guess. Are you sure you want Becky, or are you just gonna keep them and just choose a tag team? Honestly, there's still Piper
Well,
Niven.
pick up Nia as a part of that transaction, so I would need to pick up somebody else.
What do you mean?
Like I got rid of the fusion reactors for Nia and Becky.
That's not a tag team. Does not count.
Eh,
Does not
I
count.
don't need. It's a maximum of 2 tag teams. I don't need 2 tag teams.
That's why you need. No. You
But
need the
technically-
2 tag teams. I don't know. Like
Yeah, I have Solo and Jacob.
I guess. No. I know you have one, but like you need the other tag team.
Yeah,
just
I
don't
have
know.
Finn and JD Funko Pop.
But then Finn's in main event. You'd have to split him up because we were saying that it has to be stuck with the group or whatever. That's why we did the color coordination
Okay, then I'll have to drop JD.
for a tag team. No, but I mean you're just missing one spot, I guess. Unless you're doing unless you do Naomi and Bailey as a tag team and you put those guys there. Because then again, you would have 2 open spots, so you wouldn't even have to drop JD.
Okay.
Or you can
so-
keep the fusion reactors because they're probably gonna do some stupid feud or whatever, and then you can just drop JD and then get some mid carder. Because I don't know if Andrade is gonna wrestle this week or not.
I need people on Raw, but there's nobody. You guys literally have all the main eventers on Raw, so
It's not mid event. It's mid card. JD is mid card.
yeah, I know. But I'm saying if I just want to pick up somebody and keep JD and Naomi and Bailey as a tag team,
Let me think. Ilya Dragunov's injured.
there's no one, bro. Sheamus, somebody has.
Ludwig Kaiser. Ludwig
Okay.
Kaiser's there. Trying to think on top of my head, but I'm just so hungry right now.
Like Braun Strowman, but I think Derek has all those guys.
Yes, Braun. I think he dropped Braun Strowman actually.
Um,
Well, because right now everything's being promoted with the Bloodline storyline, so everything's just so lost in the sauce. Or you could choose a woman for the mid card spot. You don't have to choose a choose a dude.
who's a woman on Raw, bro? That's the question.
So shiny. So shiny. Who's your champions?
fuck.
Who's your champions on your team?
It's Nia Jax and then Funko and Finn.
Where is Nia Jax?
Be on there. Oh,
I think maybe
Raquel's
this
on
is
my
all-
bench. Yeah, this is the whole
I think
one.
maybe you did drop JD Funko Pop. I think you dropped him for Nia Jax because there's no Nia Jax here.
No. I dropped the tag team for Nia Jax and
That's
and
where you
Becky.
had. That's where you had Nia Jax before, no?
No, I had to drop her because somebody became a champion.
Oh, so
Remember?
you picked up Nia Jax. Okay, I see what you
Yeah,
mean.
last week I picked her up for this for Crown Jewel week because I knew she had the match.
Oh yeah,
And
just
Derek-
drop JD for Nia Jax. Clean.
No, I have Nia Jax already.
But when did you pick her up? Last week?
Yeah, it was in the thing with Becky. You were just so clouded by the Becky comment.
Oh
I
no,
dropped
no,
the
no.
fusion reactors
It's not
for
a tag team.
Nia
No, not a tag
and
team.
Becky.
Not a
Yes,
tag team.
it doesn't
Not a
matter.
tag team. I mean, the only way it would work would be like if it was what's her name? Tiffany Stratton, because they were kind of a tag team, but no. They have to choose a tag team. You can obviously choose Nia Jax. Like you don't have a champion. Because I was gonna say if you wanted to drop a champion. Why not help me? No, kidding.
No. So you're telling me to drop JD, but I have to keep him. I could just drop The Rock. Like, I mean, he's only gonna show up like once. Somebody else can have him.
But you already have Finn and Roman Reigns as your main eventers, so it'd be a waste of time. He's just a placeholder, I guess. CM Punk is coming back. You can pick up CM Punk. You're welcome.
So, if that's the case, I might as well just pick up Zilla, bro. At this point.
You could, honestly. Okay, so that was last week. I get what you mean. Okay, so
You know what I mean?
remove thing, or are you gonna keep Raquel and just remove Andrade and put Andrade on the bench
Why? He's a mid carder.
because you're just gonna put Nia Jax? No, I'm saying because wouldn't you want to keep Raquel on thing, and then have
Well, no, I had Nia Jax there last week. It's because you copied this before I did the transaction.
No, that's what I'm saying.
did
Should you have Nia Jax here instead of Andrade, and then put Andrade on the
Oh
bench?
yeah. Sorry, yeah.
So we have to confirm. Should we put Naomi and Bailey just in your tag team, and then you pick up someone else after, or no? So that's the most sense. You have
Sure.
both. So like Bailey, Naomi, and then you have the 2 open spots. One of them would be Nia, but that was last week's pick or whatever.
Andrade would be in the
and
green,
Andrade
and
would
then I need
be-
a woman. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
The Chingonga bomb.
What's her finishers again? Bum Bum? Forgot what it's called.
I was gonna say Oblivion. It's the
Eradicator?
no, that's it's on the other damn thing and you erased it. I forget. I put the leg drop.
Yeah, leg drop was one, and then the other one is droop.
The irresistible force. The
Bum
bum
splash.
drop.
Bum,
Yeah, just put the bum drop.
bum drop. Leg
I have so
drop.
much bum on my team. I need to
You're
be
just all-
changing my
you're all
name to
booty.
Matsura Booty.
So then Becky.
I need a woman.
Oh, Becky.
Oh, I have Becky. Nah, we don't want Becky. I'm dropping Becky for give me Ivy Nile. Fuck it.
You can choose a mid carder because technically you have both your women there already, Raquel and Nia Jax, and because it's a mid card / women's, you can put them whatever. So you can just put whatever there. But Ivy Nile, I guess, could be a solid choice because she might be doing stuff.
Who has LA Knight?
He's champion, so no one has him.
I know. Damn it.
I know. All the good people just have championship titles. Honestly, I probably would have dropped Finn a long time ago. He's not earning you any points.
Shut up, all right? You're just going to pick him up, and then he's going to have a feud going into WrestleMania. I know how this goes. I just have to hug it, all right? I have Drew waiting, bro, to give me points.
I know.
Piss me off, bro. CM Punk literally ruins everything. He ruined my birthday last year. He's ruined my fantasy this year. I hate CM Punk.
CM Punk.
I hate him. I guess I'll pick somebody up after. I can't really
Okay.
think right now, and you need to
Same thing
eat.
with me. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, that's it. That was fantasy. Matt's still
sir.
in the lead.
Congratulations.
I'm slowly
again.
catching up. Just slowly catching up.
Hopefully we have a good week here, you know?
And Derek,
least maybe
Derek
Derek
needs
will
to
win.
pick it up, bud. He has a 6th spot, but like, honestly, I can trade him if he wants.
If he wants, hey, if we're doing a superstar shakeup, just let me know.
It just has
I'm ready.
to cost him a little, a little
Oh
bit.
my god, that's what we do. It's like Mario Party. We all put somebody up, and then we play
Oh, on
games.
waivers. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's the shakeup. You have to put one superstar on the chopping block, and then whoever wins gets to pick, and then it shakes it up, and
Oh
then
my
it'll
God,
be
we
like,
shake
oh,
it
I'm
up.
picking my same wrestler. I'm like, oh, okay.
Here's another
Anyway.
thought that I had, or whatever. To shake it up for the end of the year. So we'll go through Survivor Series. When Survivor Series is done, we have that little portion until Christmas or whatever, right? We do a little quick superstar shakeup before the end of the year. We put all our main eventers, but it has to be solid, solidified main eventers or whatever. We spin the wheel. Whoever gets that main eventer keeps them or whatever. And then that's the team you're stuck with until the end. That's just a possibility.
That sounds good to me, bro. I don't mind a little controversy, as they
It'll be
say.
pretty funny. It'll be pretty funny.
All right.
But till then, that's the end, guys. It's been your boy Eric of EMFC.
I'm Matt from OC, and I'm still fantasy leader.
Fantasy leader. We will be back tomorrow because it's Black Ops 6. Nice little Friday surprise, and then we'll try to stream next week. Till then, peace.